Hi kids, it's math time. Are you ready? Great, let's start. So for our lesson for today, our learning outcome is to visualize, read and write similar fractions. And then afterwards, you will also learn today how to compare them. Okay, so let's start. Let's have our past question of the day. Which of the following are similar fractions? So we have three fractions over here. Is it A and B, B, A and C, C and B, or D, none of the above? 1 minute for you to think and analyze the given. Time's up. Let's check your answers. The correct answer is letter A. Why? Because A is 4/8 and B is 2/8 and they have the same denominator. Later on, you will know how to identify similar fractions. So let's start. Let's have our second activity. Guess the fraction. I want you to guess the fraction. What is the fraction of the shaded object? 30 seconds to write your answers. Time's up. Your answer is 3/9. Okay? Because there are three shaded out of 9 buttons. Let's go with the next one. What is the fraction of the shaded object? 30 seconds starts now. Time's up. There are 4 barn house and 3 shaded. So that is 3/4. Great job. Let's start with the next one. What is the fraction of the shaded object? 30 seconds starts now. Time's up. Let's check your answers. There are a total of 10 and 6 are shaded. So that is 6/10. Okay, and let's have another one. What is the fraction of the shaded object? 30 seconds starts now. Time's up. There are a total of 8 parts with 5 shaded. Answer is 5/8. And last one, what is the fraction shown in the number line? 30 seconds starts now. Time's up. The number line is 10. And we have 8 jumps. The fraction is 8/10. Okay, so I hope you got that 5 fractions correctly. Now let's learn what are similar fractions. Similar fractions are two or more fractions with the same denominator, the number below. Here's an example, 5/10 and 8/10. Now if you can see, they are both tenths. Okay, so that is similar fractions. Now let's try to identify similar fractions. Identify the similar fractions. I'll give you 5 seconds to point at it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so if you point 3/6 and 4/6 means you're right. Again, even if the numerator is 6, that will not be considered as similar fractions. We are only looking for the denominator. Next one, identify the similar fraction. 5 seconds to point at the similar fractions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we have 3 similar fractions with the denominator 7. Okay, let's start another one. How about this one? I'll give you 10 seconds to identify the similar fractions. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Correct answers is this one. So that is ninth. Okay? Ninth. They are both have 9 parts. Let's have another one. How about this one? Identify the similar fraction. Okay, I'll give you 20 seconds to point and count all the similar fractions. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. There are four similar fractions. They are both in equally divided into 8. Okay, so now did you get what is similar fractions? Great. Again, similar fractions are fractions with the same denominator or their parts are equally divided same. Okay, remember, always count first the total parts of the shape or the objects of all the given for you to know which is or are similar fractions. Okay, so similar fractions are I have identical denominator. Okay, now let's go with the next one, which is comparing fractions. Okay, so now let's try how to compare similar fractions. Now I have here two uh, fractions with 4 as the denominator. Now who do you think will Pac-Man eat? Okay, the answer is 3/4. Remember that Pac-Man will always eat the bigger part. Okay, so 3/4 is bigger than 2/4. So you read that as 3/4 is greater than 2/4. Again, remember, Pac-Man always eats the bigger part. Let's try again. So I have here two shapes. Who do you think will Pac-Man eat? Okay, as you can see, one has a greater part, which is the 4/7. So the answer is 4/7 is greater than 3/7. One more time. I have here two fractions, and you can see that Pac-Man will eat the part with the biggest shading. Okay, so that is 5/10 is less than 8/10. Now, if you notice, you are comparing the numerators, and Pac-Man eats the numerator with the bigger number. Now it's your turn. Which will Pac-Man eat? Great, it's 5/6. That is less than. Next, who will Pac-Man eat? Great, that is greater than because 4 is bigger than 2. Next, 4/8 and 7/8. Who will Pac-Man eat? That is less than. Number 4, last 2. It's 2/3. That is greater than. And last one, 6/9 and 7/9. Okay, so this is less than. Pac-Man will eat the 7/9. Okay, so did you get now? Again, In similar fractions, you are comparing now the numerators. Remember last week when you are comparing unit fractions, you are comparing the denominator. Why? Because the numerators are all 1. Now, same for the other fraction or similar fractions, the denominator is the same. So we don't need to compare that anymore. We compare the numerator. And this is always the rule. Pac-Man will always eat the bigger part. Okay? And in similar fractions, Pac-Man eats the numerator with the bigger number. Okay, so now here are the rules in comparing similar fractions. Rule number 1. Similar fractions have the same denominator. Denominator. Pac-Man's mouth. Number 2. Pac-Man's mouth will always eat the bigger part. Okay? Number 3, in similar fractions, as the numerator gets higher number, the size of the part gets bigger. And last one, in comparing similar fractions, you are comparing the numerator. Clear? Great. Now let's have our activity time. Here's my instructions. Number 1 is to log in to iReady. Do the teacher assigned task, compare fractions with the same denominator. Next, after finishing the iReady, log in to your Genio. Go to Mathematics 2, third quarter course. Find Q3, week 6, day 2, FLD, and do the extend survey. And last one is answer the evaluate, compare similar fractions. Now, once you are done, you may now rest. Now, if you didn't understand the video, you may repeat it again and try to pause the video for the parts that you didn't understand. Again, I hope this video helps you understand more about similar fractions. Next meeting, we will be learning how to arrange similar fractions. And you can have an advanced